Welcome to this video all about the Peyia Star Catalogue. There are a couple of other videos that you can see about the GIFs themselves, one on how they are deciphered and the other one is how they're practically produced. But this video will tell you all about the Peyia Star Catalogue, what it is, why it is and how it is. Now the Peyia part is because this is where the light beams are sent from, and I hope I'm in really good company because Hipparchus completed his star catalogue that way about 400 miles in 129 BC, and 200 years later 400 miles in Alexandria in Egypt that way, Ptolemy listed his star catalogue of about 1,000 stars, and the Peyia Star Catalogue will actually contain a similar number to those very venerable predecessors. A star catalogue is simply a list of stars in the sky. Each entry in the catalogue contain whatever information you want. It can say that this particular star is the fourth on the left from the dog star, or it can be a really accurate scientific load of data which the latest telescopes are still building their own catalogues. And it can also be written in different ways. The first star catalogues were built on tablets and papyrus or whatever, and then they were written on paper, then they were stored on floppies, now they're probably stored in the cloud. So it depends on what media the star catalogue is written. Now this is where the Peyia Star Catalogue is totally unique because it's fairly basic in the number of stars and their data. There'll only be about 1,000, 1,200 stars I just mentioned, but it's very special and probably unique in the way the data is stored. The information on each entry is encoded or stored in a complex pulsating light beam directed at the star that it's describing, and it's done by this machine as you'll see in the other two videos. And once it's sent, the light beam is speeding through space towards that star and is a record in space of that entry in the catalogue. Once it's sent, the actual entry in the catalogue can't be deleted, altered or stolen or anything. It's out there, it exists, and nothing can be changed about it. That's great, and it will probably be there for thousands of years, if not millions of years, but we can't see it and we can't actually retrieve that data. It's a bit like the opposite of virtual reality, where you can experience a virtual reality, but it doesn't exist, or it only exists in the data of the machine that you're experiencing the virtual reality in. It's quite one for the philosophers, because in metaphysics, do things that you don't experience exist or not? Well, that's not the purpose of this video. I'm only telling you about a star catalogue. But anyway, we have the GIFs as a record. When the light beam is sent, we take a video of that light beam and turn it into a GIF. And so we have the GIFs that we can see, and I suppose a part of the GIFs were a part of the light that was sent. So we do have a record that we can access. And also, it's unique in time. So once the light beam is sent, it's gone towards that star, and that star is in a particular place and position and has a particular characteristic. And if we were to send a light beam even a few years later or months later, the star will be in a slightly different position. It will have a slightly different characteristic. It'll be older. So this catalogue is doubly unique in time, because we can't send another light beam to replace it. the light beam that we have sent can't be copied. If we send a copy, that copy will follow behind it. So that's another thing about the uniqueness of this star catalogue. It can't be copied in time either. Now, partway through the project, it occurred to me that we could also tokenise the GIFs as NFTs, because that would further enhance the catalogue if it was stored on a blockchain on the internet. And so I've decided that I'm going to try and record the catalogue as NFTs. Now, I can't afford to the gas fees for 1,000 stars. It would be over $100,000 plus. So I'm going to try and market the GIFs so that people can buy them and hopefully help the gas fees and maybe make an investment themselves. We'll see. But that'll be very interesting, because the concepts of the NFTs, which is a token which is on the internet, which I won't go on into here, which people find strange, is combined with the fact that we have a catalogue of data which exists, which is in space, is immutable, can't be retrieved. But I'll leave you to sort all that out in your mind. But I mean, this is what's exciting about the Peyia Star Catalogue. It's sort of some interesting concepts that are being brought together and never been thought about before. So I think that's quite exciting, and you'll be able to follow me and this project. It's only about a third of the way through. I've sent about 400 light beams, which is 400 stars. So I think it'll probably take to the end of the year before it's anywhere near completion. And then also I'd like it to be a full sky catalogue, which means I need to go to the southern hemisphere to complete the stars that I can't see from here. So I think that's really exciting, and follow me on Twitter, on Discord, and on the website SendaBeam.com, and we'll try and get a community up so that we can join this exciting project together. It'll be really great. It'll be really fun. Thanks for watching.